Good morning, children. How are you all? I hope you are doing good. In this session, I am going to explain you about a reading from first unit, that is peace and harmony. Before going to start the lesson, children, now you are into 6th class. So just I would like to explain you first how to write classwork and homework, because there will be slight variations in writing both classwork and homework. So first let me explain you how to write classwork. Children, as of now, you should have two books. One is classwork and another one is homework. In classwork, for each and every lesson, you have to write glossary and summary. Glossary means meanings. Already that was given in your textbook at the end of the lesson. Not only that, I am going to explain you some more meanings. So you have to write all those meanings in your classwork. After that, write summary. Summary means it's a short description of the lesson. So whatever you understand from the lesson, just summarize it. Write down the main points from the lesson. Is it clear, children? Coming to homework, every day on daily basis, at the end of the session, I am going to give you the homework. So just write down homework in your homework books. Not only that, even workbook also. I'll give you homework from workbook also. Okay, shall we start the lesson? Yes. So our first lesson is peace and harmony. Peace and harmony means living in a state without any quarrels or violence. That is called peace. So without any quarrels or violence, that is called peace. And living in a state of peace is called as harmony. So living together without any quarrels, that is called as peace and harmony. Children, generally sometimes your teachers always they say that don't fight with others. Try to mingle with all. So why do they say like that? Because it's very important to be united. Unity is our strength. That is the reason always teacher says that don't fight with others. So our moral of the lesson is also the same. Unity is our strength. Is it clear, children? Okay, so just I would like to explain you one example here. You all know about a freedom struggle, right? India. Of course, our country is very large country. You already know that, right? It's the second largest country in the world according to the population. So not only that, in our country we have so many religions, castes, groups, creeds, everything. We speak different languages. And here the culture and tradition of the people is very different. There are so many cultures, so many traditions. Even dressing style also different. But even though what happened at the time of our freedom struggle, all the people in the country, they became united. They fought with the Britishers unitedly. That's how we got our freedom. So it's already proven that unity is strength. So if we are united, we can do anything. So the lesson is also going to give the same idea. So always remember, children, try to be united. Is it clear, children? Yes. So just open your textbooks now. Open page number 4 in your textbook. Look at the picture. There was one picture. Everybody observe that picture once. There are so many animals, right? So you can observe there elephant, deer, monkey, giraffe, rabbit, tiger, birds, squirrels. So it's looking like a forest, right? Yes. Now there are two questions actually. See those questions once. What does this picture tell you about the animals? So what can you understand from this picture? We can understand that here all the animals are discussing something. They're talking about something. And even if you observe very closely, elephant and deer are dancing. That means we can say they're enjoying. Right? And coming to the next question. Are they happy or unhappy? How do you know? Yes, obviously we can say they are happy. How can we say that? They're looking very happy. They're enjoying themselves. They're dancing. So from that we can say they are very happy. Is it clear, children? Yes. So today's homework I'm going to give you now itself in your homework book. Copy these two questions and write the answers for these two questions in your own words. So first question is, what does this picture tell you about the animals? So you can say it's a forest and there are so many animals. They are looking like very happily. They are looking very happy and they are enjoying themselves, and even elephant and deer are dancing. And second question also, you can write the answer in your own words. I think it's clear so far, children. So let me go to the lesson. So I'm going to read the first paragraph. You also read along with me. Once upon a time, in a very thick forest, there lived many animals, birds, snakes, and insects. They all lived together happily. They roamed about the jungle and played together in the open fields without any fear. The peacocks were very proud of their dances, but admired the melodious songs of the cuckoos. The elephants enjoyed watching the fish swimming in the pool. The pythons, which are blessed with long bodies, spoke well of the fine fur of the flat-footed rabbits. The tiny ants, which were always busy, tickled and dogged buffaloes. So, from this story, we can understand that once upon a time, there was a thick forest. Means what? That forest was fully covered with trees. And in that trees, there used to live so many animals, birds, snakes, and insects. Of course, they used to live together happily. They roamed about the jungle. Jungle means forest. Roaming means moving from one place to another place. So they used to roam all over the jungle without any fear. So why to fear? All of them are like friends. So no need to fear of anyone. So they can go anywhere. They can do anything. The peacocks were very proud of their dances. Obviously, you know that, right? Peacocks are the most beautiful birds, and of course, they can dance very well. That's why they are proud of themselves. But even though, what are they doing? They are admiring the melodious songs of cuckoos. So cuckoos can sing very sweetly, right? So even though the peacocks can dance very well, still they are admiring. Admiring means praising. Praising the melodious songs of cuckoos. That shows their friendship. See, if we like our friends, obviously we praise them. Otherwise we don't. So as all of them are friends, they're praising each other. That's very important. Children, let me ask you one thing here. Do you have friends? It's an obvious question, right? Yes, you have so many friends. And then tell me, do you have best friends? Yes, of course. For this question also answer is yes. Then what is the difference between friends and best friends? Yes. With best friends, we can share everything. We love them very much. We like them very much. We share each and everything with them. Right. So here also peacocks and cuckoos are best friends. That's why they are praising each other. Is it clear, children? Yes. Next, the elephants enjoyed watching the fish swimming in the pool. The elephants, they are the largest animals in the forest. But still, what are they doing? They are enjoying while the fishes are swimming in the pool. And the pythons. Python means large snakes. Of course, they are having very large body. But still, what are they doing? They are speaking well of the fine fur of the flat-footed rabbit. So if you observe the feet of the rabbit, they are very flat, and of course it is having the fine fur. Fur means the soft hair of the animals, that is called as fur. So here pythons are talking about the fine fur of the rabbits. And what the tiny ants are doing? Tiny means very small. What are they doing? They are tickling the dark buffaloes. Tickling means moving hands like this. So if you do like this, so generally we get smile, right? That is called tickling. So the tiny ants are tickling the buffaloes. See, from all these things, what can you understand? So we can understand that here all the animals are living together very happily. They are prizing one another, they are admiring, they are playing, they are enjoying themselves. So that was the atmosphere in the forest. Is it clear, children? Yes. So they often held musical evenings in the large open field. So not only that, not only enjoying like that, even though what are they doing, they are conducting musical evenings. That means they are celebrating parties in a large open field. Obviously, forest means generally we do have large open fields. So they are conducting musical evenings. The elephant and the deer danced. The miners and parrots sang. The tiger and the bear exhibited gymnastics. They called the moon and his friends, the stars, to be the guests of honor at their musical evenings. So obviously party means we should have dance, songs and everything, right? So who is dancing here? The elephant and deer are dancing. Who is singing songs? The miners and parrots. And who are exhibiting gymnastics? Gymnastics means physical exercises. Gymnastics means physical exercises. So here the tiger and the bear are exhibiting gymnastics. And obviously party means we should have guests, right? So who is their guest? Moon. Not only moon, even they are calling stars also. So who are their guests? Moon and stars. So that was. So they are conducting musical evening, and in that elephant and deer are dancing, parrots and miners are singing songs. The tiger and bees are exhibiting gymnastics, and of course moon and stars are their guests. So let's see the next paragraph. One day a jackal entered the forest. He was dirty, dangerous and very cunning too. He told the elephants, "You're the biggest animals in the forest. Why do you want to play with the squirrels and the rabbits?" He poisoned the minds of the peacocks, saying, "You're the loveliest birds in the forest. Why do you want to praise the miners?" The jackal then approached the deer and whispered that the tiger was waiting for a chance to kill them. So obviously there will be a twist in the story, right? So in each and every story there will be a villain. So who is villain in our story now? The jackal. So everything was good in the forest. Everything was going on smooth and very nice. But suddenly what happened? One day a jackal entered into the forest. How was the jackal? It was dirty, dangerous and very cunning too. So he told the elephants, he didn't like that. All the animals are united and they are enjoying. He didn't like that. That's why what he did, he went to the elephants and said, "You are the biggest animals in the forest. Then why are you playing with the squirrels and rabbits? No need to play with them. Don't talk to them. Why are you going and spending your time with them? You are the largest animals. You should be separated. Don't go there." Not only that, even he poisoned the minds of peacocks, saying, "You are the loveliest birds in the forest. Why do you want to prize the miners?" So the jackal went to the peacocks. And what did he say? "You are the beautiful bird in the forest. Then why are you praising that all miners and parrots? Don't do that." The jackal then approached the deer and whispered that the tiger was waiting for a chance to kill them. Next, what was the next thing done by the jackal? It approached the deer. Approaching means reaching the deer. And what did he say? He whispered. Whispered means talking in a slow voice. Okay, so he whispered something. What was that? He said that you have to be very careful. The tiger was waiting for a chance to kill you. So always be careful. Don't go and talk to the tiger. See, actually whatever said by jackal, all those are correct? Nothing was correct. But why is he doing all those things? He wanted to separate all the animals. That's why he went to each and every animal and started poisoning the minds of all the animals. Is it clear, children? Yes. Let's see the next paragraph. Gradually, all the animals began suspecting one another. Earlier, they had lived together, slept together, and roamed around the forest together. Now they started to put up boundaries and build fences around their properties. They moved about individually or with their own group. Gradually. Gradually means slowly. Slowly what happened? All the animals began suspecting one another. Suspecting means doubting. So all the animals slowly they started listening to the jackal. They started believing that whatever the jackal is saying, everything is correct. So they started suspecting each other. Not only that, what happened? Previously, they used to live together, they used to sleep together, and even they used to roam all over the forest together. But now what happened? They started putting up the boundaries and build fences around their properties. So now they started living separately. So they built up their fences around their houses, caves and all. And of course, now they started moving individually or with their own group. So they are not moving with other animals. Either they are going individually or at least with their own group. So see what happened now. Let us see. Now it was easy for the jackal to hunt the smaller animals and the birds. And when the smaller ones cried out for help, no one came to help them. One by one, the little ones disappeared. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. There were no more musical evenings. The moon was sad, he cried. Now it was easy for the jackal to hunt the smaller animals and the birds. See, previously all the animals used to be united. Then it was difficult for him to hunt the animals. But now all of the animals they started living individually. That's why it became very easy for the jackal to hunt all the small animals and birds. Not only that, because of that, the smaller ones, the small animals, birds, they cried out for help. Here cried means they shouted. They shouted for the help, but no one came to help them. Obviously, one by one, what happened? All the little ones disappeared. Disappeared means vanished. Disappeared means vanished. So, the jackal started hunting all the small animals. So, slowly, one by one, all the animals were disappeared. The forest slept as the animals were afraid. Afraid means scared or frightened. Now all the animals were scared. There were no musical evenings. The moon was sad. He cried. So there were no musical evenings now. That's why the moon was very sad. And of course, he cried. So I'm going to end up this session for today, children. So write down the answers for those two questions in your homework. And tomorrow, let's continue the lesson. Thank you.